Give it up for Mike Freed, everyone! Make some noise!
How y'all doing? I know what you're thinking. So that's what a turtle looks like without its shell. Thought they'd be stronger or something. A love child of Lord Voldemort and Kermit the Frog, I've been told. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but it's on my Tinder profile. Somebody told me I could improve the look if I wore like a turtleneck shirt, but do you like turtleneck shirts? You like them. I can see you pulling it off. I don't like them. It's all that extra material. It's getting in the way. You got to fold it down. It's like turtleneck shirts are the foreskin of fashion. Which is why you never see us Jewish guys wearing them. I've wondered how Jewish I am. My parents are Jewish, and this week, you know, I just never felt very Jewish. This week, I realized that I am more connected to the faith than I thought I was. I was in Denver at a show, and I got a call from my mom that my dad was taken to the hospital, and he probably wasn't going to make it. And then my mom said, "Now, I need you to come home, and I want you to do something for me." And I said, "Anything, Mom, what do you need?" And she goes, "I need you to tell the ticket agent you're coming home for a funeral because they'll give you a discount." So that actually happened. But it's good to see you guys in person. Is anybody on Zoom all the time? I feel like I'm always on Zoom. You guys doing the Zoom thing? You guys know what Zoom is at the Jacksonville Beach? Zoom is annoying. It's nice to see people in person. I think if there's one thing we've learned from Zoom, though, it's that a lot of people still have Venetian blinds. There was one guy on every Zoom conference, isn't there, sitting in front of the Venetian blinds, shadows and light cast ominously across his face. It's being held hostage or something. Well, look, I need to ask him to hold up today's newspaper to demonstrate proof of life or something. Which is a joke for anybody that remembers newspapers. Anybody remember newspapers? But, times are changing. I feel like we're past the pandemic, aren't we? Past that? Yeah. I don't know, but sometimes I worry. Like I was watching the news this weekend, and the head of the CDC was on, and she said, as to these new variants and stuff, that we are hoping for the best, but we're fearing the worst, which is also the new slogan for Taco Bell. I'm concerned, I guess is what I'm saying. But, Taco Bell is a new product. Anybody see this? Taco Bell now has iced coffee. Interesting product placement, I think, for them. I don't know about you, but when I go to Taco Bell, I always think, you know what they need here? A diuretic. Good for Taco Bell. Speaking of things that are kind of like food, hot dogs are in the news. Anybody see this study came out? For every hot dog that you eat in your life, you lose like 6 minutes off your life expectancy. Good news is, for every bowl of grain you eat, you can gain 10 minutes. Or roughly enough time to eat 2 more hot dogs. Just pure math there. The M&M company as well, I saw this. Who makes the M&Ms? Mars, I think, makes M&Ms. They tried to give their M&Ms personalities, and they've decided that the orange M&M has anxiety. The other 5 M&Ms all have diabetes. I was watching Peppa Pig, and they're also getting a little woke. You guys see this? You guys know Peppa Pig? Any parents in the house? Yeah, that like British pigs? But Peppa Pig, they've decided that they've got a new character on there, 2 characters as a matter of fact, and they are a same-sex couple, and they're panda bears, and they're also biracial. See, because pandas are black and white. That's why that's funny, I think. Indonesia was in the news recently. They outlawed sex outside of marriage. You guys see this? And they're serious about it too, because the punishment is marriage. Punishment fits the crime. Anybody see Barbie yet?
Yes.
Yeah, of course you did. There's a lot of controversy surrounding the movie. I haven't seen it yet, but the question about whether Barbie is a sex object or not. And the Mattel company came out very strong, and they said, no, Barbie is not a sex object. She's an inanimate plastic object. The makers of dildos said, yeah, but can't you be both? But a little bit about me, I'm a parent. I have 3 amazing children, and 2 other ones as well. I'm divorced as well. Any divorced people in the house? That's tough. It's tough to go through a divorce. You kind of lose your identity, you lose your way a little bit. And I found that, I wanted to regain what I could of my manhood sort of afterwards. And I thought, what could I do that's like a really manly thing? First I thought about jumping out of an airplane. But then I thought about it and I was thinking, I don't want the manliest thing I ever do to be strapped to another man. That would ruin the moment. But I did a polar plunge. Anybody know what a polar plunge is? It's kind of fun. I was visiting a friend in the Pacific. We ran and jumped in the ocean. He's like, you gotta do this. It takes balls to do a polar plunge. And he was right. It took about 2 weeks for them to come back. Then I jumped on the dating apps, and that's tough. I mean, I had been married for a while. That's not, the way we did it back when I was single last time. And it's crazy. I mean, women will send you pictures of themselves nude, not because they want to have sex with you, but just because they like the way they look that day. I don't know how to do it. I didn't know what the protocol was. I got to be honest with you guys. I sent the pic back. I sent the pic back. And here's the thing, nobody told me you're supposed to send it when you're erect. I thought candids were the way to go. And, definitely not right after a polar plunge. I think that was a mistake. I saw new Cinderella's coming out. That's kind of interesting. It's different than the original one. You remember the original one, Cinderella meets this guy who has a foot fetish? Not really. He finds her because he matches her shoe miraculously to her foot. Yeah. The new one, I'm happy to say, ladies, Cinderella's a more substantial character. She's a portrait artist. And she describes for the prince all these amazing portraits she's created while they're dancing at the ball. So when the prince goes looking for her, he looks for the portraits. When he finds the portraits, he knows he's found Cinderella. Got me thinking of a simpler plot that I'm working on. See if you can follow me. In my version, the prince remembers what Cinderella looks like. Guys. It's tough to be a woman, I think. I saw this study that for every CEO in a Fortune 500 company, there's more CEOs that are named James than there are women who are CEOs. More James that are CEOs than there are women in the entire Fortune 500. This is why I named my kids James, Jim, Jimmy, and Jim Jim. Giving Jim Jim twice the chance, I think. I'll leave you with a couple things. I'd like to have a legacy. You guys want to have a legacy? You want your name to mean something when you're gone? I do, and I don't know what for. I think I need to do more than just comedy. I think I need to do more than community service. I think I need to attach my name to a product. Right? Because if I say tissues, you think, or if I say it has adhesive bandages, you think, right? So I'm thinking, what product could I attach my name to so my name will live on forever? And the deodorizing toilet pucks and urinals. I'm thinking one day I'll be up there in heaven looking down, and some guy in a gas station will be saying, nothing makes your urinal smell better than Mike Freed. I've been thinking about one for my ex-wife as well. I've got my eye on the enema. Because, and this is true, when you're constipated, I would like each of you to think of Cheryl D'Antino. She will clean you out. I had a job interview last week, not because doing comedy at Blue Jay doesn't pay well, but it's the billionaire tax is killing me, to be honest. And this job interview was on Zoom, and the interview started off with the interviewer asking me, well, what's your background? And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna lay it all out there. So I said, I had a difficult upbringing, I've experimented with drugs and alcohol, had a few run-ins with the law, with 2 broken marriages. And after about 15 minutes, she interrupted me and she said, that's very interesting, Mr. Free, but when I said, what's your background? I just went, your background, what is that behind you? I said, those are Venetian blinds. Do you like them? Hey, I'm Mike Freed. You guys have been great.